Hey everyone, Josh here from Fresh Start Customs, and today we're going to be talking about how you can buy your very own Glowforge. Whether you're a current member or a new member, I'm going to go over both ways that you can get a Glowforge at the best cost and the best way that you want to actually get it. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into three different ways, possibly even four. I'm going to cover that fourth topic real quickly after I get through this. So the first way is going to be the Glowforge website. You can buy it directly through them. The second way is going to be through Amazon. And then the third way is going to be buying it used. So the fourth way that I'm going to talk about really quick is if you're a teacher, you could possibly get like a grant through your school or have your school pay it in a different way. I don't know all the ins and outs of that, but just from what I've seen on support, the actual problem support forums, that's what you can do. You have to reach out to Glowforge first through their email system, and then they'll sign you up for like an education account and then get you all squared away from there. So I just wanted to give a shout out there for the teachers so you have that option, because a lot of people wonder on education if they have that option. So you do have that option. So let's jump back into the other way. If you're a current member, I'll jump into this really quick with you guys. Most people don't buy two machines, but if you do need it for a business, you probably want to get two machines. The reason why is the Glowforge is a little bit slower than an industrial machine that costs like $10,000 plus. But if you get two at once, you can run multiple at a time. I do it all the time. I recommend it. It's really nice. With that said, if you want to buy a second machine, you could either buy it from the Glowforge website or Amazon or use just like you could anything else. With that said, though, you would probably want to buy it used just because you know the ins and outs of it. It's reduced cost. You know what to expect if something goes wrong, and then you can contact Glowforge and get it corrected. But there is a lot of ins and outs on that, like if somebody cut vinyl on it. You don't want to cut vinyl, by the way, if you do own any laser. That can rust out your machine and toxic. That's why I give it as an example here. So the other way is you can buy directly from Glowforge if you want it brand new. That way you don't have to worry about the issues. With that said, as all of you current members know, there are the referral links, including your own, and you cannot buy a Glowforge with your own link using your same email address. So if you're going to buy it, have your significant other purchase it under their name and their email address. That way you can use your referral link, save the whatever you want. If it's a basic $100 off plus $300 and then $500 off for the pro. And then you'll save that money on the actual Glowforge, and then you'll get that store credit back on that email address. Now the problem with this is you will have it registered to a second email address. So it's not a big issue. You just have to flip back and forth between that email address and the other email address in two different browsers to run both machines at once. But you can contact Glowforge down the road, tell them that you basically purchased this off of your significant other and have them register it to your email address. So that is a way about it, a way around it, I should say. And obviously that would be one way that you could actually save that money and use your own referral link. I'm sure Glowforge frowns upon this, but it is a possibility, and I have seen people do it. I think somebody even had their dog sign up for an email address and purchase it under their dog's name. So just something to throw out there. If you want to buy brand new, that's the best way to do it and get money off. So let's jump into like new members here. The reason why most of you probably clicked on this is you don't have a Glowforge yet. You're wondering the best way to actually purchase a Glowforge. So with that said, if you want to save the most money, you could obviously buy it used. But like I said before, you have to worry about what the people used in the machine, how long they ran it, and the ins and outs of it. And if you don't know the ins and outs of lasers and you're brand new to it, then you may want to steer away from that, because you gotta know what signs to look out for, especially like rust in the machine, different things like that, as the example that I gave earlier. But that would be the cheapest way to get a Glowforge. Now with that said, let's go ahead and go into your other two options like Amazon and Glowforge themselves. Amazon, you can only buy the Plus, the Glowforge Plus on. The Glowforge Plus, in my opinion, is basically the same as a Glowforge Basic. I would not recommend getting it as of right now because as of October of 2019, they reduced the power from 45 watts back down to 40 watts, and that's the same as the Glowforge Basic power-wise. Now, they say that there's upgraded components, even though there's not an actual spreadsheet of what specific components are upgraded. That increases the speed. But the speed is the exact same. If there's any difference, it's like a 1 minute difference on engraves. You can check out my other video. I did a comparison chart from the basic to the pro, and then you can compare the two to figure out what the plus is. And there's only a minute difference between the basic and the pro. So with that said, it's basically a basic machine that you're paying extra money for. So if you're going to do it through Amazon, the nice benefit of Amazon is you get the extra insurance through them. You can purchase an additional insurance plan. But with that said, they don't cover like fire damage. There's other stipulations in there. It sounds like it's kind of a hassle to actually make a claim on their insurance plans. And once you finally do make that claim, it sounds like they give you a $4,000 gift card for the cost of the machine, and you buy a new machine, and that's how they replace it. I don't know that for sure. You're going to have to read their plans, but I wanted to give you all the details possible on that. So if you're a company and you need a Glowforge like right this minute, Amazon will probably ship it faster than what Glowforge will, because Glowforge is constantly getting people buying and running out of stock, and then they have to build new machines. So that's why you wait about a month for that Glowforge to arrive at your doorstep. Now, let's move on to the actual Glowforge website. The actual Glowforge website, this is where most people end up buying their machine, because you can actually use those referral links that I was talking about with the other members. Every member of the group or any actual Glowforge owner has these referral links. So if you have a friend who owns a Glowforge, ask them for that link, save up to $500. If you don't have a friend who has one and you need a referral link, I've got one down in the description below. You don't have to use mine. You can use any members, and then they get that store credit back like I was talking about earlier with the current members. So that's the benefit of they get for you using that link. So definitely use a link of some sort. Save yourself, like I said, up to $500 if you're getting a pro, and then basic is $100 off, and then the plus is $300 off. So you save that money. Just use a link of some kind, whoever's it is. With that said, in Glowforge, you have multiple different buying options. What I mean by that is you can actually buy the whole machine outright. That way you have no interest at all. Or you could buy it with their insurance company. I think it's called Affirm. I'm not going to look it up right now, but I believe it's called Affirm. They have sky-high interest rates. I mean, ridiculously high. I don't even remember what it was. I think it's like 23%, but I could be wrong on that. Like I said, I'm not going to look it up right now, but it was ridiculously high. I recommend not using their insurance company because you'll be paying probably half of your machine cost and interest if you're making bare minimum payments on it over time. So I recommend not doing that, obviously. Now, if you can't buy it outright and you don't want to use that higher interest plan, you can actually use your credit card company. So let's say you have Discover or Visa or whatever you have. Check out with them what kind of interest rates they have. You may have a way lower interest rate, and they may offer double manufacturer warranty on any electronic that you buy. So a lot of people get double the manufacturer warranty when they buy with their credit card. So that's a benefit, and you have to actually call your company to figure out what benefits you have from that card. So that's the nice thing about getting it with your credit card. Now, if you get it with your credit card, I would recommend paying over your minimum payments. I know this is not a finance channel, but I recommend anything with interest, you want to pay that off as fast as possible. Not only will it help your credit score, I know it'll help your credit score paying minimum at least too, but you don't want to miss a payment and then ding your credit score, ruin your future over a silly little payment. Just pay as much as you can each month, pay that off completely, get rid of that interest altogether, and then start making money back with your machine to pay that machine off. And if you need helpful ways to make money back with your machine, check out my last video. That I have all of the different ways, about 6 to 7 different ways that you can make money with the Glowforge and pay it off quickly. And then the last option here, it's not really an option, but I just wanted to give this off for a possible way that you could save some money on it, is if you have a friend who's also interested in the Glowforge, contact them, say, hey, you want to go half on this Glowforge with me? You can pay half, they can pay half, and then obviously you get that machine at half cost, but then you have the issue of, are we going to keep it at your house or are we going to keep it at my house? And that's something I'm going to let you guys work out. Obviously, you're going to have to work that out with your friend on what you want to do at that situation. But that's pretty much it, you guys. If you have the option to pay in full and purchase it from Glowforge with a referral link, that's the ideal way. That way you don't pay extra for the interest rates, and you save the money with the referral link. And not only that, you'll just have it paid off. You can start making the money for your machine to pay that machine off and then move on to the future. That's my best recommendation on how you want to buy a Glowforge, other than buying it used. If you feel comfortable buying it used, you can get a killer deal on it. I've seen people give you $1,000 off, $1,500 off, or even $2,500 off before, depending on how long they've had it and what condition it's in. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to be as open and honest about the entire buying process, what I thought was best for you guys. And welcome to the community if you choose to purchase a Glowforge. Just wanted to get this information out there. So we'll catch you guys next time. And I do want to say before we go, thank you guys for getting us to 2,000 subscribers. That's way higher than I thought that I'd ever get up to. Just doing this as a hobby and trying to help people out and record my entire Glowforge process along the way. So thanks again, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you haven't followed the channel already, go ahead and hit subscribe below, and we'll catch you guys next time.